What is going on, guys? This is James Garville again. I've wanted to film this video for a while, but I've been super busy, so finally getting around to doing it. Thought I'd bang it out. So as you can probably tell by the title, today I'm going to be telling you about my Acura Integra. It's my first car. I'm just going to tell you the story behind it and go through the car and tell you everything that's done to it and how it's really treated me overall. So kind of going way back in high school, my friend had a Acura Integra LS and it was so fun. I mean, we would rip around in that thing all the time and he loved it. And ever since then I wanted one. So when it came the opportunity for me to get one, I got one and I love it. So at the time I was looking at cars around like $3,000 range. I didn't really want to spend too much more than that, or really too much less. So I saw this guy and I kind of ignored it for a while, and I was looking. I was looking for about 3 months and I ended up coming back to this one, seeing it, and I was like, let's go check this one out. And sure enough, drove it and it just felt exactly as I had imagined an Integra would feel like. And so I bought it, and it's been 2 years now, 20,000 miles later, and it's been extremely good to me. I mean, minor things, like anything you'd expect a 20-year-old car to happen to it, like oil leaks, clutch. I mean, the gnarliest thing was power steering hose. That was the worst thing that's happened to it since I've got it. So it's been really good to me. I would definitely recommend it, especially anyone that's looking for a, really efficient, cheap to maintain, cheap to own, fun car. So as I started learning more about Integras, I obviously wanted a GSR, it being the faster motor. Just so happened this one has one swapped into it, and 8,000 RPM redline. It's a really fun car to drive. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you what's done to the car and what I think about pretty much everything that's done to it. So I bought this car, basically everything that's done to it was already done to it. And I kind of wanted to do that for a reason, because I was not trying to go out and buy every single bolt-on and suspension part to put on this thing. I mean, it would have cost me thousands and thousands of dollars to do what's done to this. And I would not been into it for the price that I'm into it now. So let's go through the car and see what's done to it. Alright guys, let's start with one of my favorite parts, the back. The back end on this is just so nice. I really love the classic Japanese tuner look of it. I mean, every time I see it, I'm just like, damn. Alright, so first of all, this is not the factory paint. It was done by one of the previous owners. When I first saw it, I was not crazy about it. I was like, this is way too light. And I'd still like a much darker blue personally, but it honestly has grown on me a lot. Alright, so we got down here, we got a Hyper Medallion exhaust. It sounds really good. It's got a cat on it, so it's not crazy loud, but it sounds really good. It's deep, it doesn't sound ricey at all. We got rally armor, mud flaps all the way around. I think it looks pretty good. Wheels, dirty as hell, sorry. 5 Ziegen, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Pro Racer. I really like the look of them. They're actually bronze underneath. This is just dipped and they're filthy. Tires, these Yokohama S drives. I don't really have anything to compare them to, but they are pretty good. It's really like a decent like street tire, like as far as a not our spec tire, that's a really good tire to go to. Nothing done up here besides the carbon fiber hood, which was peeling to shit. The clear coat was done, so I just plasti dipped on top of it because it was looking pretty rough. There's drilled in slotted rotors all the way around. I'm not sure what kind they are. And it's a stock caliper on like a Duralast gold pad, so nothing crazy. Alright, so in here we got a 99 GSR motor. We got gritty headers. They are carb legal ones. Mishimoto radiator. You got an AEM intake, K&N filter, up to a Skunk 2 Pro Series intake manifold, and then there's a Skunk 2 throttle body right there. So it's basically just full bolt-on stock block, and we got Hasport mounts all the way around. And that's pretty much it. It is a GSR trans too, so that's nice. There's also a stage 2 exit clutch and a ACT streetlight flywheel. Yeah, so it's these Greddy headers to the cat, and then to the catback hyper medallion exhaust. If you have something similar to this, I mean, I would definitely recommend going that setup, that exhaust setup with the Greddy to the catback, just because you hear it's so easy to make these things sound really, really ricey, and it sounds so bad, honestly. Like, it's one thing, you can make this thing sound like a tin can really easily. Alright, starting inside, we got these knockoff Recaros, and you can tell they're cheap, but you know, for what they aren't that bad. You know, the bolsters work, they hold you in place, they're pretty strong. The only thing is that really annoys me about it is the fact that you can do that with the seat. I don't know if that's just because they're old or if they come like that, but that's the one thing whoever built this car cheaped on, is the seats, which I kind of can't blame them because seats are really expensive, especially the good ones. We got a Momo steering wheel to a NRG quick release. And I really like this steering wheel. It's definitely one of my favorite parts of the car. It's just like the perfect size, and it feels great. Excuse all the dirt, we got these AutoZone pedal attachments that my friend put on there. But what I really like about them is that it makes the pedal wider, and it actually helps for like heel toning and feeling out all the pedals. It's actually pretty nice. Alright, so we got a Amazon shift extension with an Amazon shift knob. It's actually really, really nice. I like it a lot. It used to be so low, and it was honestly too low for how high the steering wheel is, so I just wanted to bring it up closer, and I like it a lot. There also is a short shift kit in here. Got an old Sony head unit, and there's like Alpine speakers in the front and then kicker speakers in the back. This still has the LS cluster, which I'm kind of bummed about, but I just know that it redlines at 8,000. I was just thinking, like, what else? I know that's not it. I didn't even touch the suspension. So there's like KYB coilovers all the way around, and there is a Skunk 2 camber kit, front and rear, and then there's a sway bar right there. I'm not sure what kind that is. So if anyone doesn't know, it's a two-seater. It's got 2 seats in the back, and it's also a hatchback, which is really roomy. I'm hurt right now, so I can't run my bike, but I ride BMX, and I literally can throw my bike back there with the seats down, no problem. Fits perfectly. We actually, one time we went on a road trip, and we decided to take my car, and we fit 3 guys and 3 bikes back here. There was someone sitting in the back of this exact seat right here for like 2.5 hours with 3 bikes in the back with him. It wasn't the most enjoyable, but we got it done. So the car makes about 180 horsepower. I've never dynoed it or anything, but that's around where it should be. And it's not tuned. You know, these bolt-ons for these motors really don't do much. Like, they help, but it's not really any substantial gains that you'll get. Even with a tune, I'll probably, you know, barely get 10 more horsepower. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think that's everything. If not, I'll put it in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want me to talk about anything else about the car or make any other videos. Just let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.